In this session, we'll see what is backend development, what are the technologies and frameworks that will enable us to build the backend of our websites. So firstly, what is the difference between backend and frontend? As you can see over here, frontend is something that most of the users can see and it takes quite less effort to build as well. Whereas backend is something that users cannot see at all and it's very deep and complex. All the complexity, the logic of the website resides in the backend and it takes about 80% of the effort to build that. So altogether, both backend and frontend will result in the success of that website. Well, what are the components of backend? There are three components. The first one is the servers. The second one is the applications that contains all the logic. And the third one is the database containing all the data that is generated within the website and what needs to be put into the website as well. So here you can see all the backend technologies and the frameworks that are there along with them. So if you can see over here, for Java, we are having a framework called Spring. For Ruby, we have Ruby on Rails. For PHP, we have Laravel. For C#, we have ASP.NET. For Python, we have Django. And for JavaScript, we have Node.js. So we'll be using JavaScript with Node.js and also another framework called Express to build our websites in the further sessions. So firstly, what is Node.js? So Node.js is actually an asynchronous event-driven JavaScript runtime. So what does that mean? It means that when an event happens, Node.js code is triggered. So if you click on the submit button, that's when the Node.js code over there will be triggered. So it's asynchronous and event-driven. Apart from that, this Node.js that was created enable JavaScript to come out of the browser and into the backend as well. So why are we learning Node.js? Why do we build backend with Node and not any other languages and frameworks? So Node.js is comparatively easy because we already have done front end with JavaScript usually. So going on to backend or transferring to backend would be way more easier for even front-end developers or someone who's coming new to backend. So that's why we have chosen a JavaScript full stack. Along with that, it has a very big ecosystem. So it's an open source community, a lot of developers working on packages within Node. So it makes our life more easier. So all new things that come into being, we can use them in our websites and make them more efficient. And apart from that, it's non-blocking. Since it's asynchronous, it will not block any functionality that when this happens, the other one will not happen. Things like that won't not take place with Node.js. That's it for this session. In the next session, we'll build our very first web app and a server. So see you all there.